September is around the corner, and there is no better time to embark on your journey for studies in the UK than now. Are you looking for an opportunity to study in the UK? Do you want to graduate as a critical thinker and to gain the skills employers are looking for? Do you want to study a course in the shortage occupation list of the UK? Would you like to gain work experience by taking advantage of a 2 years post-study work visa? Would you like to study a science, technology, engineering and mathematics degree to enable easy access to a permanent residence after graduation? FK Global Education Ventures got you covered. FK Global Educational Ventures will primarily evaluate, assess, and advise you on the necessary requirements of admission, assist you in choosing from over 300 courses, assist you gain admission into any university of your choice, helps you with your visa applications, assist you with accommodation, airport pickups, and settling in the UK. For more information, do contact us on the details you see on your screens. Thank you and God bless.
What nonsense is this? Rubbish people. How can I receive such an amount of money?
How much did you get?
£200.
Let me see what you got. Oops. See what I got. I just received £200 from my brother.
Oh, you got a lot more than I do.
Oh yes, with Moneyfix, you can receive money from any part of the world to Cameroon directly into your mobile money account at the cheapest rate.
Wow. Are you looking for the best exchange rate for all your money transfer? Try Moneyfix. Log on to moneyfix.com. Moneyfix. Fast, easy, and cheap service to Cameroon. Moneyfix.
Hey fam! Hi my delicious. Hi, happy Sunday. Hello to you all. Welcome to the show. I'm really sorry I'm a bit late. Yeah, I am slightly late. Thank you guys for connecting. Can you share the video, guys? Please share the video, okay? Let's have a great time together. Tag your friends, tag every single mom, tag those of you out there, okay? Every one of you. Yeah? I'm in outfit too today. Thank you guys. You like my outfit too? I've been vibing to this song for like ever now. Man, this girl, the Mutumbu answer. Share the video, guys. Share. Ringu did awesome with this one. Guys, share the video. Let me see those of you online. Thank you for loving my outfit. Thank you guys, I love you. Kindly share the video, please.
Maybe you got me on control. When you tell me you will be on your own.
Thank you guys.
You be my control.
Yay! If we don't go to 200, I'm not starting. We're still on 139. Not very encouraging. Share the video, please. Victorine Charm, I see you, darling. Let me see you in the comments. Yu Fen Yui, Jenny Varia. Hi, Colin Tapanda. So I wore this outfit because of Wali Muna. Wali Muna said I should be in Africa too. So this is in honor of him. Thank you so much. And this is Maretta West, actually. Okay, I'm gonna take a nice picture, do photo shoot, and put it on my platform so you guys can see it properly. It's a beautiful dress. Thank you. We do Africa, we do Cameroon, we do Bamenda. Ma controla, oh. Brenda, I see you. Mimingia, Junie Imagine, Ngum Olivia, Abigail Brand. Hi, happy Sunday to you. Mimingia, say Terence. Thank you so much. Thank you. You be my controller. You guys are my controller, eh? You get me upset. My controller. Lama O'Brien, Princess Cash, Star Bureau, I see you, Star Breeze. Okay, I've got to wear this, okay, so that I can read your names properly. Thank you. Okay, Love Jesus. Okay, that's a name. Walimona, thank you. Controller. Thank you guys. Alia Charity, Giselle Itale. Okay, so guys, tell Renew that I am vibing to this song. It's an awesome one. You want to check her out on YouTube and her social media handles. She is an awesome. She's a sensation. She just started, but man, she's doing awesome, guys. So today I'm expecting to have more than these. Okay, share the video, guys. Let's talk about important things. Very, very important things. I see you connecting, Sai Etel. I see Tumla Betila, Eufenui. Jen, okay, I've seen your name. Your name is a bit jaw breaking for me. Iron, I don't know how to read that name. Nyanka Karen, thank you, Karen. Thank you. I can't. I'm on a really Okay. So let me fix my dress properly. I'm on a really high how do I stand? If I stand up, the way my camera is positioned, you guys will not see it properly. It's really nice. Don't worry, I'm going to put it out there, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the compliment. I tried to tie my scarf by myself. I tried to dress properly by myself. There was nobody to look at me and say, okay, put this here, put this here. So don't worry. Next time I'll do better. But I'm happy I'm in at least I'm in something Africa today. Okay. You guys say my glasses are like Eugene Zingraf. Don't worry. These are like eyes, okay? They're custom made for my eyes. Without them, I'm not seeing anything on here. So, guys, without further ado, we're going to, you guys, let me take off this and put the topic on the screen. Ba-ba-bam. Okay. Ta-da! Guys, you've seen that, right? Okay, so that's it. Common errors. Guys, pump me hearts now. You don't pump me enough hearts. You say my dress is beautiful. You're not pumping me hearts. Pump me hearts and let's talk about this interesting topic. Okay? Okay. Hopefully that... let me see. More of you have come. Do Yvonne, Ngong, Maureen, Vod Nyonga, Kevin. I think that when I always see Nyonga, I always know it's a Bali name. Okay, hi everyone out there. Thank you so much for connecting. Connective, share the video. This is a very important video at the moment. It's a lot of you who would connect to this and relate to this. Okay, I thought of talking about this because last week, a few days ago, we had an extremely beautiful show. Okay, guys, one sec. Okay, just bear with me. One sec. Hi guys, I'm so sorry, okay? So sorry. So my son is back. He went out for his walks and he just came back. I had to attend to him a few seconds. Baby mama thinks. Okay. Have you shared the video? Have you shared? Okay. Don't go away. Share the video, pump me hands. You know how we do it on here. Okay. And of course, we're gonna take breaks into commercial breaks at the interval. So just so you guys know that. Okay, so what are we talking about today? It's on the screen already. I decided to talk about this before the interruption. I said I decided to talk about this because it's too many baby mamas and single moms on this platform. There's no gainsay about that. Of course, we know that. But of course, you know how it is when we send out special requests and all of that. Most of you see, most people would say, I want every other person but a baby mama. And most of them, even when they even go in for baby mamas, it is most of those guys who have had kids as well. So they are just being, it's out of courtesy, not to say, okay, I have a kid and I don't want a baby mama. It's going to be funny and it's going to receive a lot of backlash from the platform. So some of them, out of courtesy, would just say, okay, I want one, at least one. But for the most part, people want just one. So who are baby mamas? The baby mamas or single moms? Society has tapped them baby mamas, okay? So single moms, those who have had kids and they're raising kids by themselves. Baby mamas, of course, if you call a woman baby mama, somebody who has had a baby by a man and literally taking care of that baby by themselves. That's basically what single moms mama is, or single mamaism, or baby mamaism, or all of that. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, it's a lot of you on the platform who are listening to me, and this is in no way trying to trash talk baby mamas, because it's the norm. Society is stigmatizing that for the obvious reason, and I felt like, you know what, there is a reason why all of these are happening, and maybe, just maybe, the single moms are not understanding what is going on and why people seclude them in a lot of these choices when they're putting up. Okay. Somebody's saying, okay, I'm going to answer all of your WhatsApp. I know I owe a lot of you exceptional cases, private counseling, special requests, and all of that, guys. And let me just make this clear. Ever since, I don't like talking about this because it hurts, it's really hurtful. But ever since Mommy Henry had passed, my workload has more than quadrupled. I get a lot of, because it's a lot of her followers who have come this way as well. And it's a lot of activities we were doing together, and that she's left, for me to single-handedly. I sit sometimes and ask her, like, you did not tell me it was going to be this hard. So it's a lot of things we used to do in the private that I'm faced by myself at this point in time. You get the point. So I'm not as spontaneous as I used to be. So please, please, and please, just bear with me. I beg of you to bear with me, okay? So if I have not responded to you, don't think I ignore you. I don't ignore people. I don't, okay? So just bear with me. Okay, so that without me just being distracted, I was talking about the single moms, and I said it's a lot of you out there with these questions in your heart, like, what is wrong with a baby? A baby is supposed to be a beautiful thing. Why are people not? Why does the society not embrace that? The fact that I have a baby should not be a problem. Why don't they? After all, it shows that I can have a baby. Guys, when you connect, share the video, okay? A lot of people have to tag your friends, share this video as much as possible. Okay, so when I talk about single moms, these are the people who are in this particular category. So you could have a young girl who is just a young or an old girl, teenager or adult, who has had a baby and is taking care of the baby by themselves. Okay, this would include normal single moms. Okay, the ones whose baby daddies ran away. It would include widows, people who were in a family and then maybe the man died. Of course, you're a widow, but of course, there's still the single mom attached to it. Then there are we have single moms, and we have in that category we have deadbeat dads who left. Yes, those women who were co-parenting, man and woman co-parenting. Then there was, along the point, there was a deadbeat dad who left, and the woman was left to take care of the baby by themselves. And then divorced women. Oh yes, I almost missed that out of that. There are divorcees. So people who are divorced, they were initially in a setup, and then the man divorced and they left. And then the woman is faced by themselves. So it's all of you that I'm talking to, okay? Or to the lesser extent, women who adopted kids, okay? They are still single. They did not get married, so they adopted them because maybe for one reason or the other, maybe they couldn't have kids on their own and all whatnot. So they took upon a responsibility, some other persons, okay? And they said, okay, let me take this. Again, you still fall under that category. Whatever the case is, I'm addressing those who are single-handedly taking care of kids by themselves. Okay, guys, share the video as you join and keep sharing, share and share and share. Okay, so these are the category of women I'm addressing. If you are married, I'm not talking about deadbeat dads today. We talked about deadbeat dads on Friday, but there was a bit of that particular episode that inspired me to talk about this. Okay, there were times when I felt like we did not get to touch on all of these, and I felt, okay, let me get to talk about that bit that I did not have the opportunity to really talk about it like that, because it wasn't the platform, the right time and the right setup. Okay, we're handling a different talk. So all of these, if you are a married woman happily living with this is not for you. But that doesn't in any way mean you cannot benefit anything from here. You can benefit. You might as well tag your friends, your relatives, and share. It could just be anybody who is blessed by this. Okay, pump me hands, guys. Encourage me now. Single ladies, single moms, just be patient, okay? I know I'm going to step on a lot of your toes today. I always do that for the most part. I mean, for just everybody that I try teaching or talking to. So today is your own day. I'll be talking to single dads too, but hey, predominantly to single moms, okay? So do not get offended. Just keep sharing the video and contributing if you have to contribute in the comments, but do not take offense, because I'm certain at the end of it all, you will benefit a lot, okay? Okay, so now, first of all, shout out to every single mom out there. Big ups to you. I need you to pump hearts to every single mom. I want to salute you. I want to say congratulations, because it is not an easy task. If nobody ever told you that you've been doing awesome, you are doing awesome. And let me say that to you. If nobody ever told you that the job is not easy, you need a pat on the back every now and then, you need that. And I hope I can give you a virtual hug right now to every one of you listening to me. The fact that I'm addressing common errors that single moms make doesn't in any way mean that we don't have errors, or they don't have the positive sides to it. And I'm not here to sit and say, have that conversation of, oh, other people went and aborted theirs. Then no, because hey, of course, because you are a baby mama doesn't in any way mean that you did not have an abortion. Let's be clear on that, because it's so many times I will talk about baby mamas on the platform and they'll be like, better when I own the day for Tumbu school, so when they put their own for this, some of them don't have home. So with some of the baby mamas talking had countless abortions. Like I said, I'm going to step on toes today. Some of them had countless before becoming baby mamas. So I'm not one to sit and talk about whether you had a baby or you had abortions before, or you are single, you've not had babies because you have been having abortions. It's really inconsequential on today's topic. Just get it. But I applaud you, because even if you had abortions before, even if you had been doing one or two things before, you still gathered the courage and said, you know what, I want to bring another life into this world. It's commendable. It is, okay? And yes, there are some of you who actually did not choose that path. There's no gainsay about that. And I cannot be insensitive to the fact that some of you did not commit the abortion. Some of you took upon yourself to take care of this responsibility that you brought on here, okay? So you guys, I salute you. I say thank you. Kudos to all the work you are doing. Okay, so I will go straight to the number of points that I wrote. Okay, it's a lot of points that I wrote down to talk about them. And then now, before I even get into all of that, remember, guys, that right now it's this tendency and it's this syndrome of baby mamaism Everybody wants to have a baby, okay? But for those of you who have not had a baby, let me say this before I get into it, just so that it doesn't feel like we are pampering the fact that people are having babies out of wedlock. So it doesn't feel like we are encouraging premarital sex and all whatnot. You get the point. This is for those of you who have found yourselves on inside it already. And so if there's any encouragement, it is just so you know that it is not the end of the world. Not for those of you who are yet to get married, yet to have kids, to go and get yourselves into this, because it's not an easy task. Just so you guys know, it's not an easy task. First of all, to carry a baby to term deserves all the salutes, all the seven, how many gun salutes? 39 gun salutes, 37, 50, 70, 100 gun salutes to you. For a woman to carry, the process of carrying a baby to term is in itself a miracle. For you to be an incubator, to carry another human being inside of you to term, it's something that cannot be downplayed like that. And it's most of you men listening to me who don't understand the dynamics. You don't understand what women go through just to bring about kids. That's why it's easy, like we're talking about the other day, B-Song, Denzel, and B. We were talking about deadbeat dads who just run away and show up and think it's just okay, okay? It's a lot that this woman keeps aside. It's a lot that this woman goes through. From the increased weight increase, from weight increase to losing friends, to losing family, to losing relationships, to being a disappointment, to being a stigma in the society, to risking their lives, because it's too many women dying nowadays because of this, because of pregnancy. Okay, it is a lot of these things that women put themselves through. So for a woman to carry a baby to term and the baby grows and comes out through the process and through the route, some of us did not get to have our kids through the normal route. We went through C-section and begin to know exactly what the aftermath of that. Some of us still feel the pains under our tummies. Okay, how many years after having kids? Because of the things we went through. Some of us have had stretch marks that will never disappear because of this thing. It's a sacrifice. Motherhood is sacrifice. And for those of you listening to me, you want to be careful. You want to be to count the cost before you venture in it. Because it's a lot of single moms listening to me today who wish they counted the cost. It's a lot of single moms who got into it because of competition. Oh, they've just seen a baby boy being swapped and put on social media, and they feel like, I want that kind of thing. You've just seen a mother and father goals. You think, okay, that's going to be yours. You've just seen a couple happy couples. You think that's how it's going to be for you. And you think, if I have a baby, the man is going to get married to me. So you want to trap this guy. It's a lot of these reasons, but I'm not here to talk about the reasons why people get pregnant. I want to really talk about the errors that, having made the first error, you still keep making these other errors. Guys, pump me hearts, okay? Keep pumping hearts, okay? So it's a lot of, so you ask yourself, am I the only one who made this error? No, you're not the only one who made the error. The problem is not the first error you made. The problem is continue the preceding errors that you keep making. Okay, and unknown to you, these are errors, and you think, okay, it's okay, it should be okay, it should just be okay. Why would you not get married to me as a single mother? Why not? Why? What was the difference? Do these other people have 10 horns? And this is what I want to address today. Guys, pump me hearts and share this video. Let's climb up, keep climbing, sharing, and sharing. Okay, share the video. The first fool is not a fool. They say the second is. Why? Because you're expected to have learned from the first, from your errors. The first fool is not the fool. The second is. Why? Because you have seen examples. You've gone through all the stress. That's why you see a single mother would have suffered with the first baby, and you're asking yourself, so why did you get into the second one, the third one, the fourth one? And the thing about it is, even when you count the cost, you don't know what awaits you. There are unforeseen circumstances. Like you could count a cost, literally count the cost of pregnancy, and then you have triplets. Yeah, you counted the cost for just one kid. You could count the cost of pregnancy, and you bring for the baby that is disabled. Oh, you did not count that cost, did you? You could count the cost for pregnancy, and the baby dies prematurely. You did not count that, did you? So these are the things that I've noticed, especially this generation going about it. And I'm not saying if you've had the baby, go and abort it. No, or a pregnant, you give birth. You guys know I'm not one to tell you about abortion. You are an adult. That is up to you. But my belief system doesn't warrant that, and I can only do what that I can only tell you what is in line with my value systems. Like I said, life is a choice, and it is your choice to make if you want to go in for whatever. But if you choose, which of course you did choose, to carry the baby to term, okay, then please listen to exactly what is wrong, what is happening to you, and it's not you're not having it. Does this in any way mean that some baby mamas are not even far better? There's some of you baby mamas who have learned your lesson and you are far better. You've developed yourself and you are far better than people who have not had kids even. So when I'm speaking, do not block your mind to what I'm saying. Pick out the things I'm telling you. Take up the ones that the ones I appreciate you with. And if there's a cane at any point in time, show your hand and have it. Because at the end of the day, it's all of these things combined that makes you grow, okay? So I salute especially those baby mamas who've already learned from their mistakes. But it's a lot of them who haven't, and I said to address this today, okay? I want to change something on there. That's what I see. Okay, guys, share the video now. Share. Why are you listening to me and not sharing? Why? Why you need to share video? Why aren't you sharing the video? Why aren't you sharing the video? Okay, share the video. Share to as many groups as possible. So 6 out of 10 women are single moms, and they give birth to kids in their prime, so they are early 20s. Majority of baby mamas fall in that category. So every 6 out of 10 women has a baby, is a single mother, or has had a baby. So you see that it is crazily, the numbers are alarming. The figures are alarming. Now, in my own time growing up, to have a baby out of wedlock was considered outrightly as a taboo, as an abomination. Because obviously to think that you're having a baby means that you're beginning to engage in premarital sex like that. And it was a taboo. It was such a thing. Like I said, if any of our friends would have a baby, it would be a standstill. The entire neighborhood will get into a standstill. Because guess what? We were not used to that. We were brought up to know that there's a first way. You go to school, you graduate, you get married, you pick up a job, you get married, and then you start having kids. That was the order. And this was God's plan for man and woman to be together. Now, why I salute most baby mamas is because the job that most of them are supposed to be doing with the daddies, the baby daddies, they single-handedly carry it. So that's what we're talking about. Okay, that's what saluting. So let me get into this. I haven't said all the statistics and all of what like I said, I don't just talk things I pick on the internet. I have a platform that gives me I do my empirical studies on here. And I can tell you, when I tell you, like I said, what I tell you on relationships, you can take it to the bank. Because this platform has everything. Okay, I learn in the process of teaching. So I've seen things that I can justify them. I've seen things that I can, like I said, justify them. Brenda, Nosenge Susan, you're always there. Sunshine. Ateju, Dominica as Songazi, Nim Casey, Sidonie Tumasang, Kengani Sylvia, East Lord Morgan Freeman. You're the most crazy person on here. I was the first to comment. I appreciate you guys. Share this video again, like you've heard. Okay, I'll keep projecting your comments at intervals. Share the video. Pump me hearts. The first error, and when I say it, please write it down in the comments. Okay, the first error. Let me write it as well. That single moms make is, and what I've noticed with most of you who come for counseling or for special requests, is you people drop your standards. And I get it. Unfortunately, I get it. You drop your, it's a dropping of standards. Let me type it in the comments, guys. Dropping of standards. Now, okay, I got it. Now, this is the error most of you make. Because you have had a baby, you tend to drop your standards. And I understand, like I always say, do not have an exaggerated opinion of yourself. Okay, don't. Don't have an exaggerated opinion of yourself. But also do not drop your standards to the point where you become a shadow of yourself. So when you, most often, because society, and I say this goes especially to the society has so stigmatized it. And when they look at you as a second, more like a used product, quote unquote, okay? So you are second hand. You are no longer fresh. And as crazy as that sounds, that is how your friends are looking at you. So don't say, as Auntie Deli saying this, it is how your friends are seeing you. That's how they think, even when they don't tell you. They think you are second-handed product. Men who come for special requests, they don't tell you that they say they don't want baby mamas because in their minds they consider you as second-handed product. And because you have bought into that, you now drop your standards. And when you drop your standards, you go usually below the belt. And when you go below the belt, it is usually error. It is usually error. I have said, do not have an exaggerated opinion of yourself, but again, do not go below some standards. Now, what am I saying? A man will come into your life, and when a man comes into your life, you have dropped your standards. Even when the man is toxic or abusing you, there's a part of you saying, I am already a baby mama, so I don't deserve to be treated as first class. I deserve to sit at the back of the seat. I deserve to be at the back of the room. I don't deserve what these other women who haven't had kids or the ones who went into marriage without having had kids deserve. So by virtue of that, you're thinking, oh, there are still single women out there without kids. So I have to drop my standards just so that this man will accommodate me. This man will take me. This man will take me with my child and all of that. It is gross, and it's a gross error. Because when you do that, you neglect, even like I said, the red flags. So a man will beat you and you still stay in that relationship because you don't want to be that woman who is not in holy matrimony. You want to also tick your name like, okay, I did not fail, because society is already tagging you under the list of people who have failed. You don't want to be part of it. So somehow, consciously or unconsciously, you drop the standards. Unknown to you, you are not supposed to drop the standards. You are supposed to build up yourself, learn from your errors, and become a better version of you, kids inclusive. Meaning that even if I made this mistake, I have a blessing that came out of it, and I still have to work on myself. So for instance, you dropped out of school because you were a baby mama, because usually babies come with enormous responsibilities. And because you cannot handle both, you have to drop either a job, you have to sacrifice either, because like I said, big motherhood is pure sacrifice. Just know that. If you were still trying to venture into it, you did not know that. Just know that it is pure sacrifice. You will sacrifice a lot. So this is a lot of you who have gone out there and you don't understand that because you do this, it translates to, I am second class. And the men see the way you carry yourself. They know that, oh, it's really true. Because they have beaten, you're not going, they'll be like, who would take you? And most of you who are listening to me, you've been in situations where the man actually outrightly tells you that, who would take you? Go normal sweaters on different person will take you. With that in mind, you're already asking yourself, well, am I worth it? This man was even managing me. Who else will manage me? Who else will take me like this? You drop your standards. You are not supposed to drop your standards. You're rather supposed to build yourself. Like I said, if you drop out of school, go back to school. Why do you want to now get into it to cover that up with a Mrs. title? You want to compensate your lapses and the things you did not gain with a title, Mrs. Title, with marriage. This is what most of you do. This is what most of you do. So you're rather supposed to, guess what? Build yourself, empower yourself, become the best version of you. When a man looks at you, an empowered woman with a kid, that kid now becomes a plus. Oh, yes. It becomes a plus, but it's a minus because the man knows I'm coming and carrying all the responsibilities. I'll be the one to feed you. You don't even have anything doing for yourself. I'm still the one to feed you. I'm the one to take care of you. I'm the one to take care of the child or children. Do you see why the men drop you? Do you see why the men look at you as second class? Do you see why they don't value you? Not because of the children. The children is really inconsequential at some point. It is because the load is too much for them. They look at you, you're not even having anything to present on the table except you and your kid and your hungry stomach. And then they're looking at you like, why don't I get another woman who is empowered and doesn't have these baggages, quote unquote, in their lives? You are not to, Melissa April, exactly. You are not to drop your standards, but build yourself up. I need you people to write, whatever I tell you, write it down in the comments. When I write something, I remember it. I learn twice, I learn double. Write it down in the comments, guys. And pump hearts. When I need to pump me hearts, I'm going to stop this video. Okay, so these are the things. Okay, empower yourself. Instead, if I did not know how to speak before I got myself a baby, when I finish, I go. If I was doing a trade, I get into it. I get into a trade. I go and do. If it was a handwork, I go and empower myself and complete my work. Whatever I was doing, it doesn't stop. I've just had a pause. Tell yourself, I've just had a pause. I've just had a pause. I've just had a pause. And then you unpause and then you keep moving. So you don't stay there and give excuses. No, you don't do that. Okay? So most of you will get to the level, even with the kids, you will see a man who is a child molester. You will carry your baby to that man. You will keep your baby with that man because guess what? Okay, guess what? You think that, oh, that's the only person. Your child, your daughter is even crying and telling you, Mama, this is it, but you cannot leave. Because according to you, you will not have any better out there. Because you've so dropped your standards to the point where it's very obvious you don't have any better out there. Upgrade yourself. Wali Muna, thank you. Upgrade yourselves. That's it. You have just had a pause. Emilia Asobo, you have just had a pause. That's what you have just done. Okay? So do not start thinking, okay, my own don't finish with the life. So that's what you people do. And it resonates, like I said, it's the energy you release. When you look down on yourself, you think why other people look down on you, not because you've told them to look down on you. There's an energy of looking down around you, a negative energy, an aura, a negative aura around you that people cannot stand. Even like a bad smell that people come and be like, there's no reason why I should stay here when the other places are well scented. Okay? So that's it. That's the first thing. You have dropped your standards. Meanwhile, you're supposed to upgrade yourselves from there. Share this video. Pump me hard say when I know the year 13. Okay? The next common error that most of you make, let me write it down. Write it down as I write it down as well. The error most of you make is you expect a man to love your kids 100, and I will break that down. Okay, don't, before you get alarmed, I'll break that down. Let me write it down. Expecting another man, not your baby daddy, this is another man, love your kids 100. So what am I saying? Is a man supposed to come into my life and not love my kids? I didn't say that. Is a man supposed to come into my life and not accept me and not take my kids? Not necessarily.
And most of you come on here, and I see this a lot of times in the comments, and I just laugh. And what most of you say is that, oh, if a man wants me, he has to accept my children. If he wants me, if he claims to love me, he has to love my, not necessarily, sweetheart. Men will take you, depending on the circumstance, they will accept you and your kid, because depending on the circumstances surrounding that kid. A man could truly love you, want to be with you, okay, like to admire a lot of things about you, but there's too much drama surrounding your baby daddy and your kid that is repulsive. Get the point? A man can love you, likes to be with you, wants to get married to you, but is having too many doubts around your kids because it's too much drama. It's the baby daddy showing up. That's another point. It's the man. Let me focus on the baby and on the child. It's too many things and question marks about them. Some people could want to come to your life and be like, okay, what is it? What is it about this child? You don't even know who the father of the baby is. It's a turn off. You even know who the father of the baby is, you're still dangling with custody. It's too much. Fighting today, quarreling left and right. See, ain't nobody wanting drama nowadays. It's too much drama in the world right now. People don't want to. The circumstances surrounding your kids is of the essence at that point in time. So no, you'll be making an error, gross one, to think that because you have come into my life, you have to accept my kids. Sometimes it takes time for the man to understand the setup with the kids. Sometimes a baby single mother is there with a disabled child. The man has not, especially we Africans, and this is a conversation that most of us are not exposed to. Sometimes the man will come and be like, oh, I love to have a single mother even with a kid, but your own child is even with a disability. And like we said today, there's a lady that brought that, and we tried to school this lady to say that it is not everybody who understands the gravity of disability. It's not everybody who understands the magnitude of it. And especially our African setup, we don't know how to handle it. We don't understand how to handle disability. And because of that, it would take a gradual process. It would take learning and studying and understanding of how that is. And so if the man comes, give that man time to understand the setup and what is happening. Don't immediately start thinking, oh, you did not call my child. Oh, you did not ask how he's doing. Those, of course, be looking at those signs. But on the other hand, understand that this person doesn't have the same emotional attachment you have for the baby. This person is not that connected because blood is thicker than water. This person is like water, you're like blood. You don't expect the feel to be the same. So when you start insisting on you must, you did not. Should the baby, that if you're coming to a single mom's life, should you accept the baby? Ideally, you should. But again, some of you have, like I said, it's too much, a lot of question marks around the kid, and the man is like, you know what? I can't handle this. I can't deal with this. I cannot. Today, the baby's name is John. Tomorrow, the baby's name is Samson. Today, the baby's name is Jeremiah. Tomorrow, the baby's name is Ngwa. And then you think that the man will know. Then sometimes the man even is saying, I want to adopt this child. But guess what? You are not ready for it. You are not ready for it. You say, okay, no, I don't want you. Why? Some men will accept you, love you, but they want to adopt the child because they don't want another man to be visiting and all of that. They want full custody. So it is up to you to count the cost at that point in time. The responsibilities of your kids could still be enormous for them. Some of them are coming with their own responsibilities. Some of you want the man to, okay, you say you love me and you love this child. Why are you not taking care of the child? It doesn't really work like that. It doesn't just work like that. Men are not as emotional as we women. We will just go and see a baby daddy. We don't go hot market. We don't go buy clothes. We don't go cook chop. Oh, I want to. That's why they scam you with babies on the platform. The men will say, oh, my kid is there. Now you want to show the mommy side of you, the motherly side of you by taking care of their kids. It's the opposite for the men. No, it's the opposite. Because they know that there's a dude out there who can walk in at any time. And because you guys have had a history, you will just let go for the obvious reason. They consider that. So don't make the error of thinking because he loves me, because he wants to be with me, he should obviously take my child. Ideally, he should do that, but not necessarily. Okay? I hope that we got that. I hope we understand that. He must not take it. Oh, he has to be sending my child to school. Except in a situation where the man got married to you and promised all of that. And then you are now a Mrs. And then the man is now okay. Now the man adopted them. You expect that man, you said you were going to take this child as the baby, as the father. You're going to be in the father's life. And this is it. Because you are showing as the father, there's no other person. There's no room for another person to take care of this child. If you're not meeting up to this responsibility, it is a problem at this point in time. Not when you meet a man. We're talking at the level of meeting. Like I said, this is for single ladies. Okay, when you meet a man, you expect the man to start sending you to school. These men do it out of love, out of compassion, but it is not a must. Okay, it's not a must. Some of them will come indirectly, give you excess money to take care of yourself, to take care of that child, but they don't want it to be like, I am the one taking care of that child. They just give it to you. You are now the one to use your number 7 cents to say that I will now take part of this. But some of you are not taking care. You did not do this. You did not do it. It doesn't work like that. And that's why you're losing some of your relationships. People who truly want to be in your life. Somebody comments, a lot of comments from you on there. Hope you guys are seeing the screen. Nikki Libaski is saying that women should learn to give back a man's kid when the relationship is over between them, so to be free and empower themselves and also meet with other men and stop giving more load to other men's responsibility. You know, I get your point, my dear, but the thing is that some of the men don't want to take the kids. So a woman is always attached to their babies like that. They will not give their kids to men simply because they want to move on with relationships. If the baby daddy was responsible, wants the baby, and especially in a situation where the baby mama cannot take care of the kids, I'm going to address that then, of course. But what of a baby daddy who is nowhere to be found? Maybe the daddy is even dead. Maybe the daddy doesn't want anything. Maybe it was a married man. The man doesn't want anything. They also want to. It's a lot of these things happening. Okay? It's a lot of these things. Exactly. Melissa April. Full custody implies full care and no baby daddy visiting. So they like to adopt the kids, but the moms will be hesitating, you see. So most of you, the man will come and say, I don't have a problem with having you. I don't have a problem with being with you. I don't have any of those problems. My major concern is can I take full custody of this child? And you don't want it because maybe the baby daddy has given you an ultimatum and said that don't dare change my child's name. And most of you fail to understand that when you have a baby in an African setup, you have a baby out of wedlock, that child customarily is your father's child. The man did not get married to you. The error most of you again make, okay, handing over your kids. Number 3, let's talk about this. Handing over kids to men who are not married to you, legally, traditionally, customarily married to you. Sorry. Like I said, I made an error with that. I deal with a lot of empirical studies on this platform. I have data that I can emit, I can justify. I have data, I have first-hand data, most especially African setup, and especially with Cameroon. And like I said, handing over
your kids to a man who is not married to you is an error. We're talking about the errors that most of you make, okay? And this is what most of you make. Because when you are not married to a man, the child is your father's child. In our African setup, if this man has, if the name, for instance, if I were not married, my kids would be bearing Singer. That's my father's name. My father's name is Singer. So my kids will be bearing Singer. If at any point Philip wants to be part of my children's name, it has to be official. This is something that your parents have to agree to. Even if they're not married, you know, say the man they take care because of the circumstances, and the man wants the kids. Your parents have to agree because that is their child. You have not, see, it is not your responsibility to go and do birth certificate and put names of fathers who will run away. Some of them just come and deceive you, put the names and disappear. It is your father, and if the man's name has to be on the birth certificate, it is you that your parents have to give a go ahead. Are you people even understanding what I'm saying? Because the man will come and deceive you, go and sign. They've not paid your bride price. You go and sign. Boom, the next thing. We've had cases like this on this platform. You've had cases. What if the baby daddy is of late? If a baby daddy is of late, you, the mother, you know that you're the sole custodian of the kid. At that point in time, you can decide what to do. Okay, it's a different scenario. I'm talking about this one now where the baby daddy is around the corner, or maybe a runaway daddy and has come back, deceived you with 1,000 or 2,000. The next minute, you're changing your father's name into that baby's name. No. African culture doesn't warrant that. That's why most men and men know that. The thing is, they come and they deceive you. They deceive you. They know, the men listening to me know that customarily, if it is their own sister who got married, they will not bear the baby daddy's name. But when it is their case, they come and deceive you. You know why? They will give you 1,000 or 2,000. Fool you again. Oh, just understand. Bikini name. Bam, the next thing they have disappeared. And even if they are in the child's life, it is your parents who have to give the rights, the go ahead for them to do that. Not you. Not you. Don't do that. Not you. It is too many of you making, guys, pump hearts. Pump hearts, guys. Pump me hearts and share the video. Have you shared? Pump hearts. Okay? It's a lot of you in the comments. It's a lot of you on this platform making this error. And when the man runs away, you come and start crying foul. Now the child has gotten up to class 6. You're struggling with the birth certificate. Another man has gotten into your life. What is happening with this child's name? Oh, the baby daddy was here. And then when the man realized that you want to change the certificate again because they want to write common entrance or what, the man comes up. It's too many drama people don't want to be involved in. Some of these men will come and they disappear, and you ask yourself, I was a good girl to you. Why? That baby has a contributing factor. Is a contributing factor to the man leaving because you have not sorted your shit. It's too many of you with this ignorant mindset. You carry a baby, you go dash am for free. You don't first day suffer or picking go still go dash am. That is when you have that power to keep the baby. And I'm not saying that you should not, if they want to solve it and all of that, if the man wants to take care of the baby, because sometimes the man stands in a better position. I will still get to that. Let me not go. Let me go chronologically with the way I wrote the points. Guys, share the video, okay? Share this video. You don't share. In fact, I'm beginning to block you now, okay? You don't want to share this video, I'll block you. Neba Cletus, let me post. Let me put that on the comments. I love the comments that you people are putting up. Neba Cletus Valerie Numfor says that most men tend to abandon their kids with their mothers, and also due to the motherly love. I won't blame the mothers for the attachment they have with their kids, of course, but that isn't a guarantee to take your kids to your new guy's house. According to our African tradition, those kids belong to your parents unless the new guy pay for the child to bear his name. Exactly. Even the new guy, because remember, Cletus, we were talking about the baby daddy itself. Even the new guy, some of you will just get married to this new guy and go. These things, they have to be orderly. Let your parents be involved in this thing. Marriage, no, primarily is customarily. before any legal thing, before any religious thing one pass inside. It is customarily, it is traditional. So that's why I say it differs from different regions. That's why the way they married women from G not be the same way they married women for Bafut or for Bayangi or for Bali. And all of these places is different. That's because it is tradition, not tradition. I know can't impose our own tradition from G on Wuna. Why? We have our own culture and tradition. Most of you, if the man is taking full responsibility, it is still not his kid, Joy Elliott. It is still the parents who have to agree that that is happening. That's what I'm trying to say. If a man is taking care of a responsibility of it, must still change. As long as you had a baby out of wedlock, it is your father's child. If the man wants the name to be there, then it should be an agreement, and your father, should be. Your father should be. Your parents should be part of that decision making. And they have the bulk of the decision making, not the man coming to deceive you and then you go. And like I said, most of you make the error because you go behind your parents' back and do it. The parents don't even know. Some of your parents have made birth certificates for your kids and you've gone to the back because of 5,000, 10,000 where the man don't can you now go change the names them without the consent of your parents. Have you seen how much of an error you people make? Have you seen that? So that's what I was trying to address. Okay? It's a different ball game. So somebody's asking, Madeli, what if during pregnancy the guy took full responsibility, and even when you had the child and your dad gave the, but that's what I'm talking about, Ateju. That's it. You understand? We're talking about a situation where you just go ahead and do that. So that's what I'm saying. It's an error. The child stays at the father's house. Ken Giselle, that is it. Like I said, most of you have traveled abroad and you'll be copying anything you see copyable. It's not everything you copy from these people. They don't copy your own things, African things. Why are you people always copying things? Oh, abroad it is done. In Germany it's done. Are you a German? You picking for Bafut. You come on, Guy. You work and make like say you don't turn on American. Really? These are the errors you make. Yes, not only man. And do another birth certificate, and you're just confusing this child all over the place. Let me not belabor that. Another error most of you make, single ladies, baby mamas, single moms, you make rather. Oh, sorry. Okay. Number 4, did I put that? Write it down in the comments, guys. I said when I'm speaking, please write it just so that we get it. Okay. Another error most of you make is you start dating too soon. See, write it first. You start dating too quick or too soon. Oh, bless me. What do I mean by this? See, when you have had a baby out of wedlock, by African standards, by African religious standards and all of that, for those of you who are Christians, you understand that you made a mistake. You have made a mistake. You wanted to be in it. Like I said, everybody they say, oh, I like to be single. Having a baby out of wedlock is not something to be jubilating about. It is an error that you made, which a good thing can come from it. And I know that a lot of you, this will not sit right with a lot of you. But having a baby out of wedlock is not something to be jubilating about. Yes, you made an error. Yes, a good thing can come out of it. But it doesn't mean that should be the norm. So if you have made an error, it only tells you that I would now nurture the good thing that has come out of it. You start dating too soon. You will see a woman where don't just born picking. Bobby is still leak for you. You don't already start to come for special requests. And you people know me already, right? You know I don't tolerate that. And I always tell you, you are a baby mama, it's okay. We understand that. But it is too quick for some of you. Can you take out time to nurture the gift God has given to you? Can you take out time to nurture? Can you take out time to even see where you went wrong? Can you take out time to analyze the previous relationship that you're just coming out of? Can you even take out time to know your baby? to know yourself, to understand motherhood. Can you take out time to do that? But it is still leak for some of you now. Breastfed, I don't already start to find another man. And the worst part of it is that why you see most of you have baby mamas usually have from 2 kids. Majority, they start having from 2 kids because they start learning from the second era. Because first of all, when you as a woman, you're already, you know how I know my menstrual cycle, I know all of that. When you have had a baby, medics will tell you your system is twice as open or even more. It's that open. So that's why most of you got pregnant and then the next minute you're pregnant again. You guys can testify. Even with those who have committed abortions. You committed abortion this month, the next month again you're pregnant. You know why? Your system don't open much more. Exactly, Melissa, exactly. I need you guys to pump hearts in the comments and you know. So that's it. You start dating too quick. And then you still have not learned from your errors. And you're wondering why it's not working because no, you have not learned. And Kenga Sylvia, that's that talk where you talk for this or no, we can all say that those words. I am telling you, it's not a mistake. The kid was not an error. The process, the act of you having kids out of wedlock is not their values. You grew up with that. So if you want to hold on to that, you're holding on to the blessing God has given to you. Okay, not that you are saying that it is an okay thing to be having kids out of wedlock, to be having kids here and there. What are you trying to defend? Because now you're trying to. I knew I was going to step on toes with this particular one. Having kids out of wedlock is not something for the work to jubilate about. Yes, you can take full responsibility of your children. You can take full responsibility of your kids. You can be proud of the gift God has given you. Like at the end of the day, I had something beautiful come out of this. But that doesn't in any way mean that was a good lifestyle to be going about having kids out of wedlock. And we can have this conversation, okay? Because most of you, the one thought, oh, my begin a blessing. No, you just are not honest with yourself. Most of you are not honest with yourself. Excuse me, guys. I need to clean up.
Hey, darling.
Hello, honey.
I brought you this.
You got me a new blender.
Oh, yes. Thanks to the more money I've been receiving through Moneyfex.
How come?
I receive more money through Moneyfex because they have the best exchange rates as compared to the last senders I was receiving.
Meaning you've been saving more?
Oh, yes. Use Moneyfex to receive more for less from abroad with their best exchange rates and save more. Always find the best rates to Cameroon with Moneyfex. Receive more money through Moneyfex today. Moneyfex, fast, easy, and cheap money transfer service to Cameroon.
Septembre frappe à votre porte et c'est très bientôt le mois des rentrées académiques en Grande-Bretagne. Rien de plus passionnant que d'étudier dans l'une des plus prestigieuses universités au monde en Angleterre. FK Global Educational Ventures vous facilite la tâche et désormais vous offre la possibilité d'aller étudier en Angleterre. FK Global Educational Ventures, c'est un ensemble de conseils pratiques sur le choix de vos filières, la vie en Angleterre, mais surtout la direction à prendre après vos études. Tenez par exemple, pour les étudiants en filière master, sachez-le désormais, vous avez la possibilité d'obtenir 2 ans de visa après vos études afin de permettre votre intégration sociale et surtout de trouver un emploi fiable, convenable à votre diplôme. Mais alors, ce n'est pas tout. Pour les étudiants en cycle STEM, entendu par là, les sciences, les technologies, l'ingénierie et surtout les mathématiques, sachez-le, désormais, il est plus facile pour vous d'obtenir une résidence permanente en Angleterre. Alors, FK Global Educational Ventures, c'est désormais la porte qui vous est offerte pour arriver en Grande-Bretagne, de faire des études meilleures et surtout d'avoir un avenir sûr. Global Educational Ventures C'est un ensemble de conseils pratiques avec des professionnels qui sont là pour vous diriger exactement sur la bonne voie jusqu'à l'obtention de votre visa. Retrouvez-nous dans l'un de nos sites web. Retrouvez-nous par notre contact WhatsApp. Retrouvez-nous par un contact email que vous regardez au bas de cet écran. Et je suis sûr que vous aurez une réponse satisfaisante à votre demande. Merci de nous avoir regardés.
Hi guys, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I had to take a quick break there. Okay, you guys have seen Monifex and you're seeing FK Global Educational Ventures, and of course ICT University, Yaoundé Cameroon campus, and then Escape by Edith Delight. These are the different brands that I affiliate with, and I'm going to be talking about them in the course of the show. Okay, we were on common errors that single moms make, and before I left the screen, I remember we were on a particular comment that came up, and somebody was trying to say that, oh, their kids are a blessing. Every child is a blessing. There's no gainsay about that, and nobody's taking that away from you. It is a blessing, but we are saying that we must begin as a society, begin to agree and accept these things. Otherwise, that same child you say is a blessing will start living the same lives. Like I always say before, most often we argue things because we do not want to admit them. More often we argue them because it has to do with we don't want to leave our comfort zones. It has to do with the things that we are our errors that we're making, and we want to pamper it and we want to justify them. But now, you as a single mom, your wish is for you to see your children grow up and be in holy matrimony and not make the same errors. And I always tell people, for you to be honest with yourself, to ask yourself, is this the kind of life you want those kids you consider a blessing to live? The answer is an emphatic no. Because you know within yourself, I made an error, but yes, God blessed me. That doesn't in any way mean I should go about encouraging that kind of lifestyle. And like I said, we can have this conversation. I knew we were going to get to this point where people will be, oh, it is my child, it is my child. I know that nobody's taking that away from you. I was addressing the lifestyle and not the children. So I made a point and I said that you people date too quick. You go into relationships, you've not taken out time to address what was wrong. You've not taken out time to know exactly what the problem was, how to fix it, how to nurture these gifts now that has gotten to me. You want to. That's why you find yourself having 2, 3, 4 kids out of wedlock. You don't even know. Sometimes you're even 5 months pregnant, you don't know. Because you are still thinking it's still the remnant of the previous pregnancy. No, darling, there's no such thing. You see this comment, and we can have this conversation. There's no such thing like what you've said. Marriage is not by force, and I've made that clearly on this platform. Some women are just happy to be mothers and single. It's a fat lie, and I would say that now and tomorrow. Any woman who would have witched, most of them is because of the circumstances they got themselves into. Most of them is because they've not found the person they wanted, their own that met their values and their principles. If you met that kind of person, forget that story. You would have wanted to build a life with that person. So it is not about the marriage thing. It is about the person who did not meet your standards. It is not about you wanting to be a baby mama. It is because maybe the baby daddy did not meet up the standards, or ran away, or refused, or rejected it. So you people cannot come here and try to. I've done this thing for a long time. I'm here to meet, and especially from the African descent. Like I said, my audience is primarily African, Cameroonians especially, before any other person can benefit. And I insist on the fact that every woman wants to. God doesn't do ugly. God made man and woman for a purpose. He made you to blend with a man. That's why even having the baby, you needed a man to get you pregnant. You would have just done that. I want to see a woman who says, I don't want a man. I just want to be single, and I want to go now and adopt my kids. Those are the ones I will respect and consider that to be true for them. But you see, most single mothers listening to me, they wanted to build a home with these people. They wanted to have a life after this. They did not bargain to be baby mamas. So when you come with this narrative, I don't take it. You know, I always agree to what you say, but when you say something that doesn't fall with the narrative, I will not agree to it just because. All this thing of, oh, I want to be, there's no such thing as I want to be a single mother and I'm happy about it. It is circumstances that have put us there, and we cannot begin to make it now a norm. No, it's a fat lie, an emphatic no to that. Okay? You can't tell me anything otherwise. Ask any person who has made up their mind, and have people made up their minds to be baby mamas, to stay like that? Yes, but ask them the reason. They would give you. Like I said, some of these movements that come, somebody made a powerful statement the other day and said, feminism is not an action, it's a reaction. So most people are feminists not by their will, because of circumstances, or they're just now talking against men because check these women who are bitter, being feminists, have said, okay, they don't want marriage. Some man don't come mess up their lives, maybe 1 or 2 men, and somehow they have now, like I said, not built up themselves and moved on. They've now rather dropped the standards and they're now looking for a different route. You don't tell, we can have this conversation, we can have it. Like I said, I have empirical data. I'm not just talking because I sit behind a computer and speak. I've done this thing for years, so I know what I'm saying. I'm yet to see one single woman from an African descent who would tell me, I don't want to get married, and if you don't, you ask their reason, it is not linked to maybe a disappointment or maybe to something really serious that caused it. Like I just woke up and it is, God made us to be with men. They made men to be with women. And if you decide, even the ones who change to be whatever, ask them, they have a reason. If everything was going on fine, if everything was going on fine, say they had all of what they wanted, they would be married. If they had to pick, they would pick that man and they put everything together. It is because it did not move. And does it mean you should stick into a relationship because of marriage? No. And I've said that. If you follow me, you know very well my values. And I always tell you people, it doesn't mean you go and stay in a relationship which is not working. Choose your sanity. But if the relationship was working, would you walk out of the relationship and say, I want to be a single mother all by myself because marriage is no shit? It's a fat lie. And I'm yet to see somebody beat me on this. So we can have this conversation, like I said. When you make a mistake, correct it. Agree that you made a mistake. But be happy with your baby. I did not say you should not be, but for you to go about saying that, oh, it's you're telling yourself a lie. Look, lying through your teeth. Okay, there's always a reason. When you see a woman say, I don't want a man, go into that woman's life. You see a woman who is broken, has been shattered, and that their stories could really, it could be just, the reason could be, well, quote unquote, justifiable. It could be. Some women would just say, I will never get married to a black man, not because they don't like black men. If they truly had their way, they would have a black man and have black kids and all of that. But they now say, because I've had too many of these black men mess me up, and I choose to start having white men, not because, oh, black men are not the issue, no, because I've had too much of this. And that's the reason. It doesn't mean that black men are bad. It doesn't. It doesn't. It means that marriage with black people or black men are bad. This is what I'm trying to debunk, just so that we don't go and start running a narrative and young girls will be listening and say, I want to. You'll be deceiving yourself. Midlife crisis, the way. When most of these girls on social media will come, I don't need a man, I can take care of myself. Midlife crisis. Now go to pay picking them for 16 years to sleep with them. Maybe they can't warm on a bed them. Before now understand, say there's a reason God made these things to happen like that. Because if I see a woman who says, I don't have need for a man, and then you're not asking for sex from a man, I would understand. If I see a woman who doesn't have need for a man, you're not still going after a man to get a baby, I will understand. But until I see those sort of women, I would, you're talking, they call that in Lingala. Yes. That's the thing. Yes, it's fine to remain single. And don't get me wrong, if you want to remain single, but don't act like, oh, you just decided to. There are circumstances that got you to that place. And so if another girl is listening, let them understand that I cannot continue with all this drama with the people then. And sometimes just take a look at yourself. You could be at fault. And that's the next point. Refusing to take responsibility. Number 5. Can we write it down in the comments? I had to hit hard on that because it's too many girls deceiving themselves on social media.
telling themselves they are feminists when they are just being women who have been hurt. If they had their way, they would have men who would take care of them. And you want to tell me otherwise? Nah, come on. Midlife crisis, the way that time you will start changing your narrative. No man will talk anything for you. I just don't want this narrative, especially from adults who have grown, Exactly. No senior Susan. That's it. That's the mindset. And this kind of person who accept and refusing to accept to take responsibility of what went wrong. Refusing to take responsibility. Number 5, guys, write it down in the comment. Okay, I wrote it down. That's the feet. Is it the feet or the foot? I'm confusing. It's a lot of you single moms who would come on this platform and refuse to take responsibility of what happened. When a relationship breaks, it took 2. Yes, a man could have the bulk of the fault, but you should have seen. Do you know it's a turn off to meet a woman, go all about how bad a man was, even the ones who are divorced, how bad the man was. There was never any positive thing about that relationship. Do you know it's such a turn off? The other man is just looking at you. You went out on a date with him. He didn't call you again. Did you ask yourself why? See, you refuse to take responsibility. He's listening because that's the same narrative you go out there telling the other people. Yes, that's why you go and tell the other people, oh, it was his fault. When a relationship breaks down, it took 2 to tango. It took 2. Take the responsibility. Look at it and say, okay, even if it's just 1 out of 1,000 reasons why the relationship crashed, but you can take the blame. Sometimes you did not even take a responsibility of the fact that you were having premarital sex. You don't even see that. That's what most of you are doing in the comments. You don't take the responsibility that, even if I was not to have sexual premarital sex, I should have be using a condom to prevent some of these things happening. No, you don't take that responsibility. Even if you don't take the responsibility of whatever, you should have even taken the responsibility of the fact that you as a woman should have known your menstrual cycle. You as a woman should have known how to calculate your menstrual cycle. You don't take that responsibility. Even if you don't take responsibility of anything, just to take responsibility of the fact that there was a time maybe you spoke to him rudely. There was a time maybe you did not meet up. There was a time maybe you don't. You never take responsibility, and guess what? That same attitude, you are just transferring it to the next relationship, and you guess why it's not working? You guess why you're doubting why it's still not yielding fruit? This is it. Most of you to even agree, just having this, see how I had a heated talk there, to even just agree that you made an error when your parents, because sometimes it's even your parents saying that you made an error to have a baby out of wedlock. You are even arguing your parents, it's not a mistake, it's not a mistake, it is this is that, and you have your life to face. Like I said, we all will look ourselves in the mirror and tell ourselves the truth. We can come on social media and argue all what not. At the end of the day, you have your life to face. Accepting your error, it is beginning of learning. It is the beginning of taking the right steps. Just to say that, oh, you know what? I was not even supposed to be jumping, because sometimes you people don't even know the person who even got pregnant. You even got pregnant from. Some of you arguing that, oh, my babies are this and that and that. I said some, so that you don't say it's everybody. Don't even know the father of the pregnancy, and you want to make that feel like it's a normal thing, and they should not point out as an error. Not be with me. You guys know me already. I wouldn't pamper anybody I wouldn't cheat you out of your destiny. I will not cheat you, because like I said, there's a lot of destinies that rely on me, and because this is a purpose, I would rather do what God wants me to do than deceive any of you. And especially the young stars. And when I'm talking to you, there are grandsters listening to me. That's your life, sister. You can live it anyhow. It's not Delhi who will come and tell you how to live your life. I know the audience I have. Predominantly young ladies who are still very vulnerable. I can't deceive them. Better man talk true now for them. May them still go make their mistake than say ma fool them. As when I listen to me, no, ma better tell una true, una coach me, go una, than say ma deceive una. Never. It will never happen
in the history, in fact, in the lifespan of Delhi's matchups. No, I just know so. Accepting your errors gives you peace of mind, especially exactly in Ken Giselle. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you that peace to know that most people, think about it, the ladies who have had 2-3 kids out of wedlock, now the one day they fed it deny self for the first pregnancy, it's not been a mistake. I'm telling you, check them now. They will get answer number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. They still work and lie themselves, say it wasn't an error. Now, why do you 1 ton, they don't get 700 children? And then it's a blessing, it's a blessing. But you now want to impose that on other people. The fact that you see it as a blessing doesn't necessarily mean other people see it as a blessing. Now, this is in line with some other person coming into your life. The person might see it as a load, baby girl. The person might see it as a load, extra mouths to feed. You see your children as a blessing, fair enough. Other people see them as a responsibility, especially if you have to rely on others. If you as a baby mama decide to want to take care of your children and you don't want to put responsibility on other people, who cares? It is you. But the problem is most of you want to put it on others. Your auntie must be get to take care of your pikin. You don't just born your pikin, you want to go give for your mommy. Your mommy must can't take care of the pikin. I don't go give my pikin or mommy don't take care. Your mothers are not your house helps. Your mothers are not your nannies. I made a post, it's been a long time. Your mothers are supposed to come and visit you, and as they do, they call this thing as it's born house. Your parents give them that honor. Not they take your mommy turn a nanny. Most of you are taking your mothers as nanny. You born them because the mothers have and this is when we'll talk about parenting. We'll have it on relationship to hot topics. We'll be talking about parenting. This is one of the points I'll be giving. It is some of the parents who even do these things. They will born number 1, come, bring them, I take them, keep them. Number 2, bring them. Number 3, can't give them, I keep them. The pikin no say get nanny for take care. That's why she's going and doing the same mistakes. The same things. And I'm not going to pamper you on here. If you call me Mommy Deli, it's because you've seen an aspect of a mother in me on social media. I have to act like a mother. I will not come and deceive you people, cheat you out of your destinies. And then tomorrow I have myself to blame. God will answer me. I'll answer to God. God will ask me questions tomorrow. And I'm not going to. So I always tell you people, this is the wrong platform. If you think I'm going to tell you what you want to hear. No, it is the wrong platform. It is so the wrong platform. No. Go you for place where they'll tell you, say, go and live your life anyhow. It's your life. It's you're free to do anything. You see moi, jamais. And then before they're coming. Exactly. These are the things that you people do all the time. Before you know it, you've had 3 kids, and then you want society to, you want to blame everybody but yourself, never taking responsibility. Why did this relationship fail? Oh, this and that and that. You don't even realize that sometimes it was the child that you brought into a different relationship that is making the relationship not move. It's pulling the relationship back. You will not even accept. You will not even accept that you cannot spend quality time with your partner because of a child. You will not even accept that. So, Matabo, for those of them who are listening, if they care, they don't listen. Like I always say, me so moi, Deli, no waste your time. You people have followed me way too long to know that I will not pamper you out of this. I will not pamper you on social media because of anything. Okay? So when I know if you talk with our parents, when I know if you talk with our mommy for house, when I know if you talk because when I don't already, they're already too big. When I feel too big, but you see more for you. As long as you come and listen, you will sit and listen. I can't deceive you people. I can never. These are people, Sally Bling, thank you. These are people who genuinely, and when they will talk like this, others, some of you are listening to them and feeling like, okay, when I leave, I'm going to make my own mistake. Before you know, when a baby mama tells you they made a mistake, they cannot try it, they have been through enormous stress. Do you know what it means to have 1 child? Like I said, you're getting pregnant, you don't know whether a twin or triplet will come. I've had a woman come up here, she has 5 kids, he born only 2 times. 5 kids with the same man. But guess what? The man don't go marry a different woman. Because according to the man, I don't believe this woman feel careless. So yeah, the man is excuse. And like I said, we are on the losing end. And until we begin to agree, the women, that we did lost more when we cheat ourselves out of life like this. Now we did lost more. Men, you as a woman listening to me, you might want to get married to a man who has 5 kids, 10 kids. You still go marry. They don't marry 300 women, then you still go marry. But that's not, we don't have that luxury as women. We don't have that luxury. If you care, take responsibility. If you care, look at yourself, genuinely ask yourself, tell yourself, oh, I did. Sorry, guys. Sorry. You know, if you care, take responsibility and genuinely ask yourself, tell yourself the truth. If you care, sit there and say, oh, it's your business. At the end of the day, not be me. Not be me, I will be doing. Not be me, I'm here to hide IDs. I'm here to counsel. I'll only do that. But at the end of the day, now we still go. No matter how many people take care of you or help you out, they can, it's only how much they can go. The bulk of the work, now still get them. Another excuse that most of you make is introducing different men to your kids. Can you write that down in the comments? I don't know whether I would have for number 6 or would have for number 7 or number 100, but just hopefully introducing. Write it down in the comments, guys. Let's me. Different men. Introducing, write it down in the comments, guys. Introducing different men to your kids. This is one gross error. Pump me heart. I don't holla on a name. Pump me heart. Pump me heart. You guys should pump me heart. I need hearts. Pump me heart, man. You guys should pump me heart. Introducing different men to your kids. Okay, it is too many baby mamas, single moms doing this. I mentioned already earlier on that most of you get into relationships too quick. And when you do that, there's a tendency of having different men come into your life. So you get into this 1 month, one pass, you don't already get to master. You want to come here, picking on day 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 10 years. You don't see you as a mother, whether girl child or boy child, you don't see you with like 800 different men, quote unquote. And you expect similar picking to pick up the same. See, you as a baby mama, see, like I said, it is your choice. Don't impose it on the kid. No impose them on the kid. Yeah, somebody saying as you said they have with them. I don't understand what you mean by that. When you introduce different men to your kids, guys, see it is only belittling you. You're showing your kids the example of how they will grow up. Especially for your girl child looking at you. Today, this man don't come. See, as a man, I'm not saying you should not get into a relationship. As a woman, I'm not saying, as a baby mom, I'm not saying you should not get into a relationship. You should. But be sure of a relationship before introducing your child if the need arises. Be sure of a man. Be sure. At least have taken out time. Maybe even your picking don't come of age. One knows that there's a man in your life. May don't even know in an audio man, like there's an audio man, first of all, before that picking ever get to relate with the man and bond with the man like that. If you even get to a level where if you get to talk on phone, maybe just greet hello, hi, on cool sometimes. This idea of you go program, you carry your picking go for program. Man, the camera can visit you. Your picking there for the issue done with you. You can't, then it won't be 2 months. Your picking don't see another man. Your picking is asking you, how is Uncle Sebastian? Oh, Uncle Sebastian. Oh, welcome, Uncle Simon. The next day, Uncle Peter. See, it is really, really, it is sad to say the least. It is. It's all of these men this child is being exposed to. Boy or girl, the child knows that if my mother is changing men like this, I might as well be changing women for the male children. The girl also knows that if my mother is doing this, then there's really nothing wrong with what my mom is doing. You're looking for love is okay. But do not, like I said, do not impose your choices on your kids. It is too wrong. Before long, they are doing the same thing. Yes, especially for kids who love you. They're doing the same thing. Your kids should see. It's okay, like I said, date again. and I'll come back to that. But be prudent. See, take time and do things. After you have worked on your weaknesses, admitted your errors, taken responsibilities, your child has come even of age, because sometimes, like I said, you did that way, Bobby the silly. After you have put your foot together, empowered yourself, then you can say, okay, I might as well try a relationship again. When you're trying a relationship at that time, sister, you know, you first carrying all your 2 food, then go to come. Now, why that way when they get picking with the other baby daddy, go get another picking again with the other baby daddy, then go get another picking again with another baby daddy. Sometimes you try now 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because they say one Englishman say once beaten, twice shy. I already made an error. I don't want to do it again. If anything, the truth about it is that it's, of course, it's society, but unfortunately, these chances have dropped. The more kids you have, the less chances you have to get a man of your standard. Yes. And especially when you're not working on yourself. Because this is true for the most part. You're doing yourself a disservice. You are hurting the kids. You're harming them. You're teaching them everything they shouldn't be seeing. And to you, it's okay. Some of these men are too responsible to take that. Some of them don't want to meet with your kids just so soon, because sometimes they're looking like, let me know you. Know me first, sir, before they introduce me to your kids. And if a man is that responsible and comes into your life, the next day you don't already start introducing your picking for you, it's a turn off for him. He's not going to tell you, like I said, just so that you don't feel bad about yourself. But these are the reasons. And I'm helping you so that you know that these are the reasons why some of the men did not call you again. Even though if you don't sub, you balance, smelling good, go for program. Go talk good English. They still not call you the next day. Because these are the errors you people make, and you think that it's okay. And when I'm talking to you, you're still arguing, and the relationship is not working, and you're asking yourself why. And Kengani Sylvie, some of us are brain don't open now. No way picking feet enter. So you're crazy. I better remain single and invest in my future. Of course, because you even ask yourself, it's too much work. Oh, it's a blessing, it's a blessing, it's a blessing. Before you should on Sunday, you don't get chopped for the whole week. Then you start to ask yourself, blessing be rich now for which side? Because it's okay to manage 1 or 2 kids, yeah? It's better, it's easier to manage these ones than to have 4 kids, 5 kids when you cannot even have a support. When are you living your life? Some of you people reach 20 years and that's it. Your life don't finish. Now kids, they don't take over. Before the kids weren't even reach 15, you don't born the kid. You don't stand on a grandmammy walk. Well, sometimes their food, they never even stand. Some of you even talking to me, you talk all day. Sometimes they begin, they can become the highest recalcitrant children ever. The ones you're calling blessings. I'm trying to make us revisit our value systems. I'm trying to make us revisit our lives and look ourselves in the mirror and tell ourselves the truth. This is it. Not me trying to tell you how to live your lives. No, you want to live your life anyhow, you should not be part of Delhi's platform. Anyways. These are the errors. When I put me heart, and also when I vex me, like I said, I knew I was going to step on a lot of toes. But again, when I step on your toes, go shit, when that place in pain, you ask yourself, did Auntie Deli help me out or not? I'm not one to come and pamper you people with things I'm not supposed to. When the time for pamper on, I know I'll pamper on, but for the one, let us face. Let's cut to the chase. Because it's too many of these things that you people are doing, and then you argue the comment section. Oh, you be who and no one baby mama. No, there be somebody. You made your choice. Don't expect people to take your choices. It is your choice. It was your choice, your decision, and not everybody. Okay, the next one. Let me put it in the comment section. Are we having fun? Are we learning? Let me know in the comments, guys, if you guys are learning something. Let me know. I know that you people are hurting, you're angry, but like I said, it is what it is, guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys are learning, if you're having fun. Who's now been to have virtual hugs from me, okay? I understand exactly what you're on about. If for most of you, your mothers and your parents did not tell you what they went through, some of your parents want you to live right because they know, they see their errors that you people are about to commit. Some of us come and talk to you because we made errors too. Yeah, we did not have kids out of wedlock, but it doesn't mean we did not see that setup. We didn't have friends who had it. Sometimes I talk to you about things that I have been through. I made that error over and over, and I'm talking to you, and you people are insulting me on the platform. Some of you now can't cuss. Some of you now can't talk all nonsense, argue crazy things. Hugs, Husna, hugs to you. You guys saw the comments. Some of your parents, they don't fit tie two wrapper for their waist because of Una. And to them, they are trusting God that tomorrow you will not make the same errors they made. But when they argue, oh, bam, the mommy never even finish for one tie one hand wrapper. You don't can lose the one hand wrapper, may tie na grand picking with them. Do you people even think about the things I'm saying? And you want to argue these things? Really? Because society don't deceive you now, social media don't deceive you now. Some of these people are abroad, and like I told you people, I am one woman who is abroad, but I know my roots. That's why I speak to you majority of the times. How many times have you seen me addressing whites? I've got white friends. I've got white people I relate with, but it's inconsequential because I know where I'm coming from. Their setup is so different. This part of the world, the government pays for kids. That's why you have baby mamas littered all over the place. This part of the world has a way of encouraging fornication, children out of wedlock. In fact, it has a way of encouraging divorce. If find a way from make get it work as so stay with single mother, working with feminism, this part of the world is typical are doing that. But we have values in Africa. We still can hold on to them. That's why I still talk to you. I feel still come like I don't tell when I feel come I can do white man thing them. Talk British English, talk all kinds of style. But I even talk sometimes and I talk in pidgins for me to make it relatable so that you people will understand. The people you see on social media putting their kids there, government they pay them. Even when they pay don't come out, they pay child support by fire, by force. These children you see they put on social media, government they pay, they get child support. In fact, they have all of these things. Even when the baby mom dad and daddy don't run, government they still give child support money for them. They take care of their picking. Now whether you see you for Africa, even if social services follow the man run decide they bribe on our own social services every day. You go for social services, talk something, they come out, the man go pay bribe. You want come the next day, they tell you a different thing. And you want to compare your life with your friends abroad? Most of you want to? We'll not continue. People have their source. People know how they're living their lives. That's why I said my platform is not for everybody. My platform is for those who want to learn and who are honest with themselves. If you want to hear the truth, I will tell you. You would want to go. Some of them have come. It's celebrities' lifestyle now to be having kids. What's up, Papa for picking? Oh, let me live my life. Don't talk to me. Better than even celebrities. They have their money to cover for that. But it is celebrities now. Where? Children. Oh, now photo shoot they know. Big one for social media. Now photo shoot for pregnancy. Picking for Papa, they. But you know how to sit and now so that the fufu the young girl and the fufu them. You as a celebrity, you have your life together. And that's why I always say that picking to be telling these young girls the truth. Because they are looking at the glitz and glams and thinking that's how it works. And a celebrity will come, I have the wrong go find man picking, find married, find, and the wrong go host some man picking, born picking, and they can't talk trash about marriage. And you people are running her through. Look at how she's living her life. No. He never tell you the cold way he crying for night. He never tell you how he run for some back, married money back. He never tell you how it is swaff. He never tell you how conjidi do he. Let me tell you people these things. I liaise with those so-called celebrities. I know how it works. Because some of these things I do them too. When I talk to you people, you this and that. Not be last fight, now last fight will be fight. It's not easy. It's not a day's job. They will come and deceive you. It is still an honorable thing to be in marriage, to live a marriage. The only problem I have with most of you is you people want to get married at all costs. So you don't take out your time to make the right choices. But oh, God don't do ugly. You married right, you will enjoy it. And your children will grow up. Majority of the high crime wave in this world now from single parents. single parenting. And you want to argue, the statistics are there. The statistics are there. They will not tag people on here. You think they're not watching from the background? They are watching. And this is what aches me more. Because you people would sit there, you come and dramatize things on social media. Oh, when I married na fair waiting. Marriage no be achievement. I just better burn my pikin and sleep. And you are crying. But now still you the follows on different man in massa. Now still you the worker for some young boy back, the run for day left, right, center. Now you the pay men they can't warm your bed for night. Now you the do all the time. You want to deceive young girls to end up like you. God turn the fire. In fact, on what number are we on, guys? Before I get out of my shelf. It's too many of these things that hurt me over. Because now me, when we used to talk with Mommy Henry, all the other bloggers doing all of these things, when we used to talk, now we can't carry the hide my ID problem then for here. Because at the end of the day, now we carry them. Now we can't face them. One responsibility of picking, if those of you who have not had the kids, may they tell una they see and they enjoy them. When don't carry only pregnancy. Before we want to talk responsibility for picking, you feel saying that way wait till it happen. Huh? One of those days when you born picking can for all man get own responsibility now. You can't carry your load. You want. Numbers, we there for number waiting. Let me put number 7 if I'm still making a mistake. Using your kids as a bait. Will you guys hear that? Using your kids as a bait. Let me have it in the comments, guys. Sorry. Using your kids as a bait. Do you understand what a bait is? I know I'll be calming down. I'm calming down. Using your kids as a bait. Did I put it in the comment? Using most of you baby mamas and single moms, you use your kids as a bait. That's what you do. So what do I mean? You use your kids to get at, especially the baby daddy. You use your kids to play victim. You use your kids to achieve things. So you're using your kids. Use your kids to get at him. Or you want, some of you when conji don't do una want go now for the baby daddy, una start finding wait una use kid, you know go touch the pikin, you know go come for the corner of the pikin, because you know that the guy's weakness or his weak point is the baby. You're using the kid as a bait. You're using it to annoy him. You're using him to get at him, because you don't try to get back into your life, so you withhold the child from him, because you know that he is going to eventually want to have that child. You withhold. It is evil. It is wicked. We talk, and I'm not going to overemphasize on this, because we talk extensively on relationship hot topics. 2 days ago, we talked about this thing. See, it is every child has this, the same way you slept with a man to make this baby. It is the same way this child deserves to grow up with a father and mother. Ideally in the same home. But if that's not possible, let this child have access to the father. Except for circumstances where the man has proven to be abusive, the man has categorically rejected the child and all whatnot. You see these baby daddies who struggle and come. I've had baby daddies come to me and say they get 5,000, 10,000 per month. They send over the baby mama deny. You're doing yourself a disservice. At the end of the day, that 5,000, even if you know correct money for feed the pikin day, it is still something. It's still better. It's still better. A lot better. This money is not for you, excuse me, it's for the baby. For starters, just so we are clear on these things. You will take something, they will give you picking money, your money. You eat you could deny. The man will make a 1 month pass. Calculate 10,000 times 1 year. Now, how much that? Isn't that enough to have done something for that child? You did deny, say they begin to, you don't tell me they give 15,000, they don't can give 5,000. So what? You don't know, say maybe that 5,000 we don't can give. So if he help the next month, if he can give 15,000 instead of 10,000, Don't you see? Sometimes you people want to over dramatize these things. Sometimes the men have gone, and Denzel made mention in the other show. We're talking about some men ran away. Fair enough, the woman has to be beaten and all of that. And granted, okay. But if the man has come and the man is being consistent and he is showing changes, and I'm not saying coming into your life because it's a different thing. If the man is showing that he is being responsible, he wants to be part of the child's life. Some of them don't even want to come and take the baby. It's different when the man is coming to insist to take the baby. Some of them just want to have access to this child's life. You are rejecting the baby, rejecting the papa may no come. This child, see, and no, you will never be able to. You are a mother, period. You can never, even when you struggle to be a father, you can never be. God don't do ugly. Before he wants us, we'll be able to sleep. Otherwise, we women would have been impregnating ourselves. Yeah. If as long as God said a father and a mother for a child's life to be complete, may the bina say the parent don't abandon the pikin, then maybe you take their responsibility. Not the struggle for one for do something with the part clearly did it. Majority of us women have seen that in counseling. I've seen it on exceptional cases. I've seen it around the community. The man is struggling. Sometimes the men cannot even fend for themselves. And let me say something to you, ladies. I'm not trying to justify this. Let me tell you something. The way we women react is not the same. The way we think is not the way men think. I've lived and experienced, had a lot of enormous experience with men. And from my friends who are men, from relationships, from this platform in society, and having observed and learned and how a man thinks is not the same. The way I used to relate with men 10 years back is different. I've gotten to a place in my life where I understand them more. So when you see me, sometimes I talk on the part of the men, and some of the men will be like, how did I know all of these things? It's because I've learned it. I decided, I was intentional about understanding the psychology of a man is not the same as that of a woman. When a man is faced with, a man can love you. Most of you have told me that. Haven't you heard so many times that a man was there for you, loved you, and was there? You could swear that this man loved you genuinely. Pregnancy shows up and the man runs away. Haven't you seen that? Haven't you even seen couples who seemingly were so fine? Pregnancy came up, the man ran. Because their psychology is different. A man understands the cost of fatherhood or parenting more than women. I know that this is going to burst a lot of your bubbles, but it's true what I've said. Men are the ones who have counted the cost more than, they usually count the cost more than most of you, us women. The man the reality dawns on him that, hey, there's an extra mouth to feed. And I cannot just be feeding this mouth, I will be feeding the mother as well. Reality dawns on him that this is responsibility. And because he is not ready for it, he takes on his heels. He is not running because he hates you. He is not running because he knows that he's not up to the task. You, by default, the placenta was tied to you, not to him. So you don't have a choice at that point in time. Yeah, Bobby the league, not the money. So the man is not tied to the placenta, he's not tied to the kid. The man can easily run away. Not justifying it, but just letting you know that it is a different ball game with them. That's why sometimes they will go and come back to their senses. Some of them are not running because they were not on their senses. Some of them wanted to go and do better. Some of them could not face you because looking at themselves, they are not proud of themselves. Yes. They cannot look at the kid in their eyes and say, I cannot be that role model that you want to be. This is what is going through an average man's mind. That's why before you open your leg to say, I'm getting pregnant, the bulk of that decision should be yours. Because with the man, he can easily run away and you'll be left with the responsibility. This man, unlike we women, we don't care whether our lifestyles are whatever, we would justify anything. A man is looking at himself. He is not up to standard. When he looks in the eye of his son, he doesn't, this is not the example I want to show him. We women, we don't mind whether it will be a good mother or be bad mother, will be mother. But it is different for men. They, especially because most of them are not being taught these things. That's why I was trying to debunk this last time when we were talking on relationship hot topics, just so that young men listening will not give it as an excuse. But I'm trying to say that with what Benzel was saying, this was the point he was trying to make. And let me break it down to most of you so that you understand it, the implication. Now you don't have to even get to the level of being bitter. You can stop it. You can stop it. You can stop it. You can stop to the level, get to that level. Because some of you have not counted the cost. You know too how much in a pregnancy, you know how much in a twins, the quote unquote worst one when you born in the triplet. You know what it means. You report your life for at least 2 years. Let me say when I say at least, not 2 years. They're not taught. Majority of young men are not being taught how to be fathers. They're not being taught how to take responsibilities. They're not being taught, unfortunately. So it is you, the woman, to think properly. If pregnancy is happening, the bulk of the decision should be me. Not a man has come and said he will marry me. Boom, pregnancy. A man has promised that he will only marry me if I have a child. Boom, pregnancy. He has said he will take care of the child and me. Boom, pregnancy. Oh, he said his wife cannot give him children. Some of you don't turn a God now. His wife is not sleeping with him. You are the God now to be sleeping with him. He's having congee that is not being met. Now you now get to meet the congee. He doesn't have kids. Yeah, now you now don't turn God, the savior of mankind, for helping or the man in family. This is the error most of you make. So when that man runs away, he was thinking about you, but he could not show up. Still, responsibility. He has counted the cost. Some of you, they even ask you which be price of diapers on market, you will be hungry for born. You don't know. You don't even check them. How much they pay for antenatals? You don't know. What will change on me physically? You don't know. We are at the losing end, women. Common sense tells us to prevent it. If you want, now if picking may happen, now you woman the decider. Now you, even in terms of family planning and all of that. Now the man just there for grease. Okay, more do family planning. But if picking still, now whether most of the men are taken aback, like I thought we're still having kids. Will you still get bubele? If he sleep with you, but it is still be taken aback. Why? Because they're not wired to be doing all of that. Now we women, they take that. The man will not come inside of you and put a coil inside of you. The man will not come inside of you and say calculate your menstrual cycle. Now you. So when the woman, if you have suffered, common sense no tell you say me stop for suffer, sis. Because most of you are refusing that the man should not come back because you don't over suffer. Not be common sense say the man don't come to carry easier suffer. Why would I like suffer so? Why? Why would I like suffer so? Have you shared this video as you join? Share the video, guys, and pump me hearts. Hearts are not increasing. I'm not seeing hearts increasing. So, guys, pump me hearts. Come on, pump me hearts. See, when I pump me enough hearts, I need 600 hearts now before I continue. It's not fair on me. You guys will not be watching and learning and not pumping me hearts. You have suffered enough. You have. And you never tire. You don't suffer or picking. Man picking don't come. Even when, like I said, I understand. When the man comes, the woman is rejecting it. Sometimes the woman will reject because of the pain where the man put them through. Sometimes the woman will reject because of the pain where the man in family put them through. I get it. I'm not insensitive to that. But I'm just saying that it's only how long you will carry pain for your heart, sis. At the end of the day, it is not about you. If you don't have to get into a relationship with a man, but don't deny your child the right to be with the father. Don't deny them. Don't deny them. Guys, I don't understand. Don't put me enough heart. I need to continue. Don't do that. It's a lot of you doing this to the kids, and it's not fair. It's not at all. Why? He get the right for day with Ipa. Please, don't stop doing this. Stop doing it. Reduce your stress. You as a single mother, if you were spending 100,000 for your bikini, even if they give you 10,000, it don't help you. You hear no? It's better. It's better. If you were spending 25, they can't give you 5 francs. It's still better. Open a savings account. Sometimes just to put the money, if the money, if you mean, because some of the baby mamas are well to do much more than the baby daddies, and it's understood. But even if at 5 francs with the man giam, as long as he try, open some account, they put on for day. They write and down, even if you know use the money. So that tomorrow, if you can stand up for court or anything, they talks away to you, go show you this is what you gave. At least, but don't turn it down. For the sake of the child, the money is not yours, the money is the child's money. Now they're picking money. They're not getting for you. Not to reject my money for the person. How can you be rejecting my money for me? Guys, it's too many of you doing this. I don't think so. I not put me heart mood. This is 600. I need to continue. It's not fair. I can't be doing this and you people are not encouraging me. And what number will be they say? You're on number what again? I don't know I ever miss number then because I talk a lot, so I tend to miss out on this. Okay, number 8. Assuming every relationship must end up in marriage. Write it in the comment, guys. Number 8. Assuming, bless me, guys. I need to. My nose the run. Assuming every relationship must end up in marriage. Type in here. Can I have that in the comments, please? Especially, this happens with most single ladies and especially with baby mamas. Because like I said at the beginning, because you guys have dropped your standards, you realize that everything becomes, to you, any hello for you now becomes marriage. And you that's the more reason why you still become a baby mama. Every relationship must not end up in marriage. It must not. Like we already mentioned, if it's not working, it's not working. Don't force it. And if the baby daddy has had a baby by you and is saying that it's not working, it's not working. It not must end up. So you guys can have joint custody of the child and move go on your way. Or if you meet another man, it doesn't mean the man must necessarily get married to you. This is the error most of you make. That's why you get into a relationship. You don't want to pin down the second baby daddy, say me marry you because you don't already tight. You see why these things are not working? You see why it's not working? Egbe Evelyn, and this is the kind of comments that I always see. I don't know if you started what time. What are you even saying? Why would you make her a single mom? No, ask yourself, why did you make yourself a single mom? Why? You are the one who opened your legs for somebody to come inside. If you close the leg, the baby wouldn't have come. Like I said, you have the decision to make. See, now you want to blame the man. What about you taking responsibility and saying it's not going to happen again? I think you just got into the live show. That's why you're saying this. Why would they make you baby daddy? If they want to make you 100 baby daddies, baby mamas for 100 children, you accept because the man has said that, right? Because that's what you people do. That's what you people do. Why did you make yourself a baby mama? Were you raped? Because it's different when somebody is raped.
No, you consciously as an adult opened your leg when you were safe, because if you had the choice of using a condom, you did not use a condom. You had the choice of meeting with him when you were not, you were safe, you did not. And then you want to blame everybody but yourself. We've addressed that already. So he did not make you a baby mama. You made yourself a baby mama, because if you wanted that child, if you did not want that child, it wouldn't have happened. Like I said, if a baby is happening, the majority, 80%, is the woman. Yeah. Are we going to have that conversation again? Are we? It's your responsibility. It is your responsibility. And Ken, she said, I'm not sure what you're about to say, what you're saying though, but I hope I can understand your comments. If you can break it down again, then I understand it. It's not every relationship that gets into that leads to marriage. If you have this at the back of your mind, you know, run for go born people with some person. Because most of you are having the children and thinking you pin them down. That's what you people are doing. You think we don't know? You're not just going there owner because of no. You're thinking that when you have the kids, it will lead to marriage. Kids don't proof for saving them. So they don't get the possibility of holding down a man who doesn't want to be kept. They don't just salute you for afternoon. You're already seeing the altar. The man is already telling you, I love you. You're already thinking of how to get a baby by him. And you see why these things, why you're messing your life every second? Somebody say, baby daddy na scam. Go Lashilom, you're just coming. How are you, darling? You're always kind of the negative side of the room. Says baby daddy na scam. Now baby mama no be scamming. I think daddy be scam. Yeah, your sister should warn you. Any right thinking lady who has been in this thing should warn the sisters. If I go through an error, I should rather warn my younger sister not to follow the same path, rather than telling my younger sister, it is my life. I can live your life the way you want. Thieves. If you're in an unserious relationship, Ken, exactly, you would know. The fun is that most of you think that children will help you get married. That's the problem. That's what I'm trying to debunk. You understand? Children will not help you get married. You're wasting your time. They will never help you get married. Now they put me heart again. I don't vex for me today. When I don't worry, okay? I'm your mother. I have the right to love you and to discipline you. So you have to. Now listen, if you guys tomorrow will not thank me. I know tomorrow you people will buy me cars. I know that. You guys will give me gifts because I was telling you the truth. It's too many people now sitting and looking at Auntie Deli like, where if we hear this thing in the past, and most of us are like that. Like I told you, we never had this luxury of people telling us things to do, how to go about life. Some of us do not even have the luxury of having parents, talk less of the ones who even not tell us the things. Most of you, they don't just salute you for rude, you don't already check your wedding gown. Why do you already say, if the man will marry me, I just born. Hey! The man they get on 18 for waiting list. We all then so they still expect born. Like I've told you, statistics now for man is to woman, marriable age. Now 1 is to 20 women. I mean, so one man can possibly marry 20 women and there'll still be excess of women left. And I know I don't talk so now, IQ, but I know what I'm saying. When one man on this platform sends a special request, do you know the number of women who come for the special request? As opposed to when one woman sends. I've told you people, I do empirical studies on here. I know what I'm talking about. And when I tell you on relationships, you can take it to the bank. But you people still argue. I know you guys will buy me a car. I love big cars. I love big things. Big, massive, big cars. I love that. Number 9. I'm getting too playful now. Number 9. Your comments are crazy. Okay, number 9. Too concerned about their exes.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. My nose is running. You are still too concerned about their exes. Can we talk about this? Do you know why most of you baby mamas they stay in circles? You're not moved on from your relationship. You think your baby daddy owes you a relationship. So when your baby daddy has moved on with his life, you are still too concerned. It is not your business what he does with his life from hence. As long as the relationship did not work, unfortunately, he has the right to move on with his life. You too have the right to date whoever you want to date. If he dates 1 million men, that's women, that's his business. You are still too stuck with your baby instead of baby daddy, instead of trying to be committed in the new. There's another man asking you out, you're still too bothered. You want to be dramatic all the time. When you see him with a woman, you start using the child as a bait. When a woman shows up, you are still too attached and concerned about what is happening in your ex's life when you would have been doing what is the needful in your own life. You see why you're stuck? You see why you people are stuck? You can't be doing that. You can't. One minute. I'm sorry, guys. It's a bit cold here, so I'm having a running. Sorry about that. You see why you people are stuck? Yeah, you are. And like I said, I know that it's and vex most of una, but it is what it is. If you've moved on from someone, let them move on. Let them have their life. Let them be stable, trusting God. I remember there was one lady who came up here. Her baby daddy was dating a friend of mine, and the baby, she came and said, "Oh, Auntie Deli, I've realized that this friend of yours is dating my baby daddy. And the good part of it is that I think your friend is a responsible woman, and I would love if they're ending up together, then it's going to be a plus for me." I was amazed by her maturity. I was amazed. It's going to be a plus for me, for my kids. So I'm looking at that he should rather end up with somebody that responsible. How much of maturity can that get? Can it get? How much can it get? That's the way you should be looking at life. That's how. Don't get into something and then you're not moving on with your own life. The man is moving on, having a swell time. All you have is your baby. He's not going to see this baby. You're just being dramatic. That's why most men don't want they don't want baby mamas. Because for the most part, it is always a drama. And I get it. It is too much investment. They invested their emotions. Because before a woman wants to have a baby by a man, the woman truly loves the man. Except for cases where they were raped. Before a woman says, "I'm having a baby," the woman truly loved the man. So it is still the hurt. And I get that. But you cannot stop him. They say you cannot stop a moving train. He's a moving train, he's moving, unfortunately. So you instead want to move on with your own life. You would rather want to move on with your own life. Somebody will come and mess your life up. You said good riddance to bad rubbish. She moves on with his life. You're looking at it like, oh, hopefully another woman will change you. Sorry, you even pity the next woman who will go deal with you, because especially if you never change. But whatever happens to him, it's inconsequential. It should not be your life. Not be so you get to live your life. Call me hearts, guys. You should not be living your life based on whether he has moved on or not. That's the error. You still want to police him. You were here. You did not come because you were with that girl. You're not even angry because the man did not. You're angry because of where he went to.
Number, we number wait now. I can't say number. It's nobody wants drama for real. Who's that? End up this car. Exactly. Nobody wants drama. Who wants drama? If you come with drama, everybody, that's why another man is in your life trying to make things work with you. Your drama with your ex is just too much and they cannot stand it. They just say, by look, carry your crazy go down. That's what you're doing. Most of you. You're still too concerned about what is going on in his life. It is not your business. It is not. It will never be. Forget about him. He did not move on fine. Number 10, rejecting efforts from others. This is what most of you do. You're trying to be a superwoman by doing everything by yourself. If you it's too much work for a single mother, especially a single mother of more than one kid. If you can get help, ask for it. Do not be shy to ask for help. Always do not be shy. So that's why I was insisting that if the father is coming to assist in any way, accept. Sometimes just even say, all I need from you, even if you have the world money, just only say, all I need for you is just somebody to come and help out. Let me go out for outing and hang out with my friends, or come and take the baby at this time. You want to be there. You want me to call you so you be boss lady and you are a superwoman. You want to, no, you will break. You'll break. You'll fall down. Even your family, call them and tell them you need help. Tell your friends, please, I want to hang out. I want to just have a me time. I want to have that time. Please help me. So when I want to say, oh, those I can do it by myself, girls. Who is that? How does that help you? You're breaking down. You're crying. You can't be with these kids all the time. Exactly, in Kengani. We did not have this luxury. So the tell us, when I even get some of you will come and insult all the people that were social media. You know what we do in the lives of young girls? You would rather be putting us on a salary. Unfortunately, we live in a community that they don't appreciate good works. They don't. They want to always find something to pity. They are learning from us. Make no mistakes. They are. Some of them will even come and say, now why don't you bring Martin for the platform because they offer? But you're here too giving advices. According to you, you're judging. And I see all of you say, most of you people say on social media, oh, they judge. They're not judging. Sometimes you people mistake somebody telling you the truth to judging you. When they tell the truth, when I say they don't judge you now. Oh, nobody has their life together. They want to judge you. No, they just told you the truth. And even if my own life is not the way it should be, the fact that I told you the truth doesn't change. It doesn't cancel that what I've told you is the truth. This is what most of you don't want to hear. They don't tell us until when are true, you start to look my own error then. Oh, how for you to wait? Whether at my own life, then you don't see change it to I tell you not true. Whether you work for any other platform, any of the other motivational speakers, guess what? Whatever is lagging in their lives doesn't change the fact that they have told you something that is true and it's beneficial to your life. And you can work on it and make your own life better. Don't, like I said, some of us have the worst lives even. For us to sit here with the worst kind of life that you people have tagged us on social media to say that our own lives are nothing to write home about, and we still come to tell you the truth and make you go through the right path, doesn't that make us angels? Isn't that laudable or something to be applauded? Say my own life is not working, I'm trying that your own should be working. Nothing as until you still get to the tank where we come doing these things for free, and you people want to turn it around and use that as an excuse why you don't want to listen, why you don't sit down with this, you don't try to say where Fabi no. Most of you people, even still in the comments, I've talked to you, you've not listened, you go there and go start crying. Anyways, at the end of the day, some of people will only learn the hard way, especially women. They only learn the hard way. Number 10 it's okay to call your friends. Not send all the responsibilities to your friends and all of that. Okay, do not send. But please, it is okay to call your friends and say, Mommy, I did die. Mommy, I did die and I die so. I beg of you.
Help me. There's nothing wrong with that. Or most of your friends should have had kids as well. I need you just for one day, but some of you will exaggerate. You'll keep your picking for 1 month for some place. They don't know direction where you come up with it. The fun with learning the hard way is that you might not come out of it. Some people learn the hard way and they're in the graves. So it's better you learn the easy way. Number 11, and I'm going to round up with this. Refusing to date again. Coming back to that story I was having a hard time on, heated time on. Write that down in the comment, guys. Refusing to date again. Who is that pumping me a black face? You are angry. Refusing to date again. I hope that it come okay 2 times. Right. Most of you refuse to date again. I've told you that it's not good to get it too quick into a relationship. And it is also not good to stay like that. Kids, bless me, kids can never replace a man. Don't deceive yourself. Kids can never replace a man. I don't care how much love and bond you have with your kids. They will never ever replace a man. The role of a man in a woman's life and the role of a woman in a man's life cannot be overemphasized. It's okay. Life never ends for 1 or 2 picking. Give love a chance again. But having learned from your errors so that you don't go for day again now another picking. Some of you have not rested it. Since you start born picking out of wedlock, you never rest. Bam, bam. Next, a relationship one just show you hit on a bam, bam, picking no enter. I'm saying that when you take out time, giving yourself enough time, ample time, learn from it, learn from your errors, then you turn around and say, oh, I think I deserve to date. Now, I think I need love. I think I need a man in my life. And sometimes your kids will even push you when your kids are grown. Because like I said, midlife crisis is nobody's friend. Ain't nobody's friend. Tyler Perry, with all the money he had, he came out there. He's one of my role models. Like mentors, like that. He's one of them. I'm looking forward to Tyler Perry and Steve Harvey. Those are the people that I'm like, God, say amen. Hey, you see these people money here? I will have this kind of money too. You know, Tyler Perry came out with all the money he has, all the kind of women he can ever have in this life. He's turned 50. Guess what? He said he was suffering from midlife crisis. There is a time when humankind, she don't so accept, say, God don't do ugly. When God does say, man and woman, it's not good for a man to be alone, then he made him a helpmate. It is not good for a man to be alone, then he made a woman. You know, understand that scripture now for midlife crisis. People can help you out when you're sitting there, you're thinking, okay, my kids, Siam. Konji is no respecter of age. Konji is no respecter of gender. It is no respecter of anointing. Konji, there is a warmth that could only possibly come in the hands of a man or a woman. And God made that so. It's not given. It's a given to some people. It's not for others. If it did not work, maybe out of whatever, okay. But I'm talking to people, young girls who have the possibility of making it better. Who are sitting in the comments and listening to me, and you can still make your life beautiful. It's easy for you to just think, okay, I'm just going to walk out of that of that marriage, and okay, I'm going to have another person. And sometimes be sure when you want to walk out, because sometimes it's just mere misunderstanding and boom, and I don't come out because now .com marriages and nowadays. I'm saying that it's okay to love again if it did not work out. Konji is no respecter of persons, no respecter of gender, no respecter of anointing, no respecter of persons. If you would hear one thing I don't tell that today, midlife crisis is real. You think Tyler Perry cannot have all the warmth in his house and put up all the
or whatnot to get himself all the comfort. You think he cannot put all the artificial whatever? It's too much of artificial intelligence nowadays that we can even make artificial women. But if Tyler Perry in all his mighty and wealth can tell you that midlife crisis meet up, there's a time when it is two people. Bible says that two are better than one. It is not a lie. God made humankind to be like that. That's why for a society to be, it takes family. And when there's this dysfunction in the society, when the baby mamas and baby daddies and children let litter all over you, and you're doubting why the society is plunging like that every day, dilapidating every day, you're doubting that. And one African feminist, I always say feminists, most African feminists, majority of them are the one the way they be bitter because they have so changed. They have a distorted definition of what feminism is. Most of them, they don't even know what feminism is. Most of them are just bitter women going about angry about what a man did to them. No be seen as feminism. Feminism, everybody should be a feminist, empower a woman for the nations, for the world. But you see inside house, man na man, woman na woman. And they all have their place. When you take out one will suffer because they were meant to be two. Even in the life of a child, you see them found wanting, majority of them, because one is not there. Or even if the two of them are there, they're not together in a home, the setup that God made or originally made. It's okay to love again. It's okay to open your heart to love. It's okay. Get love. Be there. Be. No go sit down and say, oh, my children. Those children will outgrow. See, they will come out go find love too. They will get married. That time you should only one for your side for inside your palo. I hope I spoke to you, to somebody out there. I hope I helped you. Okay, to know that these are the different reasons why majority of people are against, why your relationship is not working, why you're getting, most people are avoiding baby mamas, because truth be told, it is enormous responsibility. It is. Whether or not we begin to accept this. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for me hearts. Put me more hearts, more and more hearts. Okay. Before I leave, I was listening to what's her name, Rinui. Oh, she's a sensation, man. I love that song with all of me. Controller. It's Controller, and then her voice is everything, man. Controller, come on, can we vibe to this before we leave, please? Pump me hearts, pump me hearts. Pump me more hearts. I'm going to talk about this, okay? Any question you have, don't worry. Next session, next Sunday, I'm going to take it, okay? Dun, dun, dun. I said you people are my controller, right?
Controller, you be my controller. Mes amis m'ont reproché que you be my controller. Ma chérie, tu n'as plus de vie, c'est lui ton controller. On m'a dit que tu as mis mon cerveau dans une bouteille. Moi je leur ai dit que c'est le blabla qui a fait les jaloux.
I love you, Rinui. Thank you so much for this awesome one. Guys, vibe to this, vibe to this. It's Rinui from Cameroon, all the way 237, taking our entertainment to another level. I love you guys so much. Have an awesome Sunday. Woo!
Because you know I'll be by your own. The people will talk people after this. You'll be my controller. Baby, you got me under control.
I owe you call for this song, Benny. Sorry.
You'll be my controller. Il y a ceux qui disent que c'est ton argent qui m'a contrôlé. Mais baby, je m'en fous, I don't be my controller.
Bye bye, guys. I love you from my heart to yours. Kisses, 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 kisses.
Hey, darling.
Hello, honey.
I brought you this.
You got me a new blender.
Oh, yes. Thanks to the more money I've been receiving through Moneyfex.
How come?
I receive more money through Moneyfex because they have the best exchange rates as compared to the last senders I was receiving.
Meaning you've been saving more.
Oh, yes. Use Moneyfex to receive more for less from abroad with their best exchange rates and save more. Always find the best rates to Cameroon with Moneyfex. Receive more money through Moneyfex today. Moneyfex, fast, easy, and cheap money transfer service to Cameroon.